Welcome to Lies Changes Truth. I'm your host, BK Blessed, and in this podcast, we dig deep into the stories we tell ourselves, the lies we've been told, the changes we make, and the truths we uncover along the way. Life is a journey, a constant evolution from one version of ourselves to the next. But what happens when the stories we've been telling ourselves no longer serve us? When the lies we believed, whether from others or from within, hold us back from becoming our truest selves? The Bible tells us in John 8:32, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Each episode will explore how truth can free us from the lies and false narratives we've been holding on to. Every episode, we explore personal transformation and challenge the narratives that keep us stuck. Whether you're navigating self doubt, facing lies others have told you, making changes for the better, or searching for your truth, this is the place for you. So let's dive in and start our journey of truth together.
Klae Beats.
Stop searching for the miracle and be the miracle. This ain't gonna be lyrical, this is straight facts. Stop waiting on the change and be the change. This ain't new news, this go way back. Stop waiting on someone to get it for you, go get it for yourself. Take your pride back. If God is your motivator, then you can do all things. Believe that. My power is divine, every line aligned with the higher power, receive that.
What's up, guys, beautiful souls? How are things going with you today? I hope your day is feeling as blessed as finding a $20 bill in the clothes you took out the dryer. And that you're feeling truly loved. Because if it's love that's missing from your life, I know a place. And today is special. I don't know why. I could just feel it. And let me ask you something. Do you believe that we could fall in love? People say we fall in love like it's an accident, a sudden uncontrollable plunge into someone's arms. Two people just have to lock eyes and stare at each other long enough. And boom, they're in love. I say it ain't so. And that's just what I believe. And today I'm going to tell you the reasons why I believe that we don't fall in love. Welcome back to another episode of Lies Changes Truth. I'm your host, BK Blessed. And I think falling in love in many ways is a myth. Kind of like Santa Claus. Love is not a static event. It's a dynamic process. We talk about falling in love like it's this single magical moment. But if you really looked at relationships, you see that lasting love is built over time. It's through intentional choices. It's not about that initial spark. It's about the steady flame that you got to feed every day. And we live in a culture that pushes the idea of love at first sight and celebrates the concept of falling. Like we're tipsy and it moves so clumsy that we trip into love without even knowing or trying. But isn't it more accurate to say that love is something we build step by step, day by day? Because if love is just merely a momentary plunge into emotion, why do relationships require so much to endure? Why do we find ourselves needing to learn, evolve, and sometimes even struggle when our hearts are joined together? That's because you did not accidentally fumble into true love. It's a deliberate journey of choice and sacrifice. I want you to consider these words from Helen Fisher. She's a well-known anthropologist. She says, love is a decision, not just an emotion.
That means that feelings might spark that initial attraction and possibly that feeling of an instant connection. But lasting love is made through the choices we continually make for one another. The myth of falling in love, it's romantic on paper. But in real life, love is more like a movie with a bunch of unexpected plot twists. Kind of like a really unpredictable road trip where you never really know if you're gonna run out of gas or get lost in the woods. And that's okay, because it's the ups and the downs that make the movie great. They mold us and teach us and help us become the people that we were meant to be. See, this belief of falling in love, it leads some people thinking that the experience of that initial thrill means that everything will be perfect. But if love was really effortless, wouldn't it be easy for everyone? And we all know that mad relationships crumble and fall. Once that initial euphoria fades and the reality of daily life actually sets back in, you sometimes realize, I don't even like you. In the Bible, we are called to love on purpose. Look what it says in 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7. Love is patient. Love is kind. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. I want you to notice how love is described as a series of deliberate actions and qualities. Not as a mere feeling that spontaneously occurs. Because genuine love is active. I mean, it's outside. It's something we have to work on every single day. So do you believe we can fall in love? Like I said, I know our culture glorifies that burst of emotion that sweeps us off our feet. It's in movies, songs, and on social media. But if love were that simple, would there be so many dating apps, so many divorces, and so many nagging wives? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But real love is built on continuous, intentional decisions and a whole lot of work. It's about growing together, evolving, and yes, occasionally stepping on each other's toes. Falling in love, that's mostly about lust and surface level desire. It doesn't big up the hard work, the compromises, and the daily acts of kindness that build a lasting relationship. If we're being honest, love could be tough, sometimes brutal. But I think real love shows up when things get difficult. When you have to change, when you have to forgive, and when you have to choose commitment over convenience. Maya Angelou said, "Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope." What I think she meant is that real love overcomes obstacles because it's nurtured and grown, not because it just falls from the sky. And personally, I believe that there are consequences to accepting this falling in love myth. Thinking love is something that just happens to us. It's because of this belief, a lot of people neglect the responsibility of maintaining love. So we expect our partners to know and fulfill all of our needs without any effort to develop or to understand. And because of that, now he's frustrated and disappointed. And now she's filled with resentment and full of anger. And sooner or later, that relationship breaks down. Because when challenges arise, And they will. It's inevitable. That delusion of I fell in perfect love, it shatters. The honeymoon is over. The excitement fades. And real life is back. I'm telling you. Without a foundation of intentional love, that relationship is gonna crumble and fall. This is why I think it's crucial to debunk this myth. Love has never been a free ride. I told you, it demands continuous effort, accountability, and change. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. In relationships, that means love is tested and proven in the hard times, not just in the highlights. And Jesus' life was a powerful example to show us that love is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment to self-sacrifice, forgiveness, and transformation. And in John 15:13, he says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." This is not an effortless love that he just fell into. It is the greatest and most powerful demonstration of an active love. A love that's willing to suffer and sacrifice for someone else's benefit. This truth should free you. When you understand that just because love takes work, it doesn't mean that it loses its passion. It means that the passion is not fleeting. It's sustained by constant effort, deep reflection, and the willingness to change for the better. I really want you to stop thinking we fall in love, because I truly want all of your relationships to be fruitful. But first, you got to redefine your idea of love. Stop thinking of love as this random magical event. View it as a deliberate choice, a commitment to evolve together. And two, embrace the struggle. Understand that every relationship goes through it at some point. Don't run away from the hard parts. I want you to see it as an opportunity to grow. Because if you want to be a better partner, it starts with becoming a better person. And don't forget that diamonds are formed under pressure. And three, I want you to celebrate the journey. Appreciate the small victories. Cherish those good conversations. And don't take for granted what they do for you. Remember, grace and forgiveness are building blocks of a stronger and more resilient love. And four, stay grounded in truth. All I'm going to say here is stop believing we fall in love. Because love is a choice that requires constant maintenance. In essence, what I'm saying is the notion that you could fall in love. Like love is this object that just pops up out of nowhere and poof, everything is perfect. It's a lie that prevents us from truly engaging with love in its fullest form. I want you to reject complacency and choose to step into a new reality where love is not just felt, but actively expressed through our actions. We can't blame fate if our love fails, because love is an ongoing project. It's the most rewarding work you will ever do. And actively loving and actively being loved is life-changing. It has the power to mend broken hearts, to restore damaged relationships, and bring us closer to our divine purpose. I want you to think about the relationships in your life. Are they flourishing because all parties are willing to put in the work? Or are they failing because one or all of you believe in this myth of effortless love? True love, as we know from the scriptures or from the wisdom of people who walk the path before us, requires us to grow, to change, and to invest in each other. I want you to leave here today with a renewed understanding of love. A love that's not passive, but a continuous living and breathing commitment. It's the kind of love that calls you to be better, do better, and to serve as a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs change. True love, it fuels growth and renewal. Zora Neale Hurston once wrote, "Love makes your soul crawl out from its hiding place." Ooh. I want you to think about this. Love is not a free-falling leap into the unknown. Love is not a momentary dive into a sea of emotion. It's a deliberate, sustained journey that demands our best efforts. Let's keep building a love that's not just about the fall, but about the climb, the struggle, and the ultimate triumph of the human spirit. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. I appreciate you checking in to Lies Changes Truth. I'm your host, BK Blessed, and I hope today's discussion inspires you to challenge the myth of falling in love and instead embrace a love that is deep, enduring, and transformative. And if today's episode resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Connect with me on Facebook at Lies Changes Truth and on Instagram at Lies_changes_truth. Until next time, stay blessed, don't fall, and stay you.
This is your time, this is your life. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright. Be a motivator, be an innovator, be the best you. Block out the haters, winners fail and fail, but a failure quits. Go through the fire, cause your path is lit. You'll get through the pain, it might hurt a bit. That's how you get your weight up. So move all these mountains, knock down these walls, and break all these bricks. Don't let the devil fool you, see through the tricks. Can you feel the power? Yeah, you getting stronger. Can you make it through? Yeah, you got through harder. See, the time is now, can't wait no longer. Cast out the fears, no more paranoia. This is destiny, time to grab a hold. This is meant to be, time to let it go. Believe in yourself, God's in control. This the realest thing I ever wrote, to whom it may concern. This is your life, this is your time. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright. Follow God's plan, follow His light. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright. Have no fear, cause He's right here. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright. This is your time, this is your life. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright.